あ、こんばんは。早いね。こんばんは。こんばんはかな。今は1時だよね。Hello, hello. Good evening? Question mark? Is 1 a.m. evening? 1時はこんばんはですかね。わかんない。なんかちょっと久しぶりに配信したから、今日配信しようと思って。まあ、最近いろいろ大変で、なんか書く時間は少ないんです。ちょっと悲しい。Yeah. Good morning. I guess it is morning. Maybe. I mean, I took a nap today and I woke up late today, so like it's all messed up anyway, so I wonder which one it is. I know. It's a nice night today? Yeah. But my room is like super hot. 部屋は今26くらいだよ。やだ。今エアコンつけてるけど、エアコンも寒すぎて嫌だ。どうしよう。Yeah. I guess it is. Yeah, it's like in Japan, summer is just it's like summer in Japan is like 6 months long. You know how like in Canada, winter is like 8 months long or something? Yeah, in like Japan, summer is like 6 months. For real. And then suddenly just like one day of like snow. Or like hail or rain. Maybe I should draw. Just to like draw, you know. But then I feel guilty because like I have actual work stuff too. And I think maybe I will stream works. Either the character design I did, yeah, maybe I'll stream that. It's been a while, but like a lot of stuff's been happening, so I'm like, ugh. But yeah, I guess I could pop that up, you know, just to like chip away at it, you know. It's been yeah. Yum yum. Let me stretch my eye. Go to 7-Eleven, get some ice cream. Do they have ice cream at 1 a.m.? Is the ice cream machine working? Do they turn on at night? Because like, you know, like McDonald's, they're like infamous for like always having the ice cream maker like broken because they don't want to do it, right? セブンイレブンは夜中でソフトクリーム売ってるかな。Congrats on the Chiramune anime. There are some new promotional events happening. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, since it just got announced, like, you know, it's like from here on, right? Like, you know, usually like when anime gets announced, it's usually like the seiyus. They do like talk shows and like that kind of stuff, right? And once like the anime is like out, there's like events, you know. But yeah, so I've been having like complications with like my visa, and so like it's just like a pain. I'm like, oh my god, I really don't like changing my visa, man. Like almost every friend I know who lives in Japan, we all complain about it. So we're just like, oh my god. Yeah. The thing is, I think it's a lot easier if you live outside of Tokyo. You know, because I used to live in Chiba, and like It was a lot easier. Even though like Chiba is like literally like next door, you know, like it's like literally like a train ride. Like, it's like not that hard to get to Chiba, okay? But like, man, living in Chiba was so much simpler in terms of visas. Because like in Japan, to renew your visa, you're supposed to go to your local like province, okay? Like a state. Like imagine if you live in California, you go to your like Californian DMV, right? You know, stuff like that. Or like you live in like New York, you go to New York. But you know, like Tokyo, it's like Japan's not that big, okay? Like Japan's like is the same size, or the Honshu, the main island of Japan, is the same size as like California, okay? So like imagine like if he, yeah, I guess it's still a pain to drive from like San Francisco to LA. My God. Cause I remember when I first got my visa, um, I live in the middle, okay, of California, right? So like, yeah, I live in the middle of California, and like I didn't know which one to go because in California there's two Japanese embassies. There's one in San Francisco and there's one in LA. And I was like, which one to go to? You know, and like at that time my family, they lived in like the countryside because like my brothers were working on like construction work on the countryside, right? They're doing like engineer work in the countryside. So my brothers live in the countryside, right? For like their work stuff. So I stayed there for some time. And like I used their address for like stuff, right? For my driver's license. No, I don't, not driver's license, but like state ID. And like, you know, according to your state ID, you do stuff, your zip code, right? And the thing is, I had to go to the Japanese embassy, and I was like, I don't really feel like going to San Francisco, right? I think LA is closer, probably, you know. So like, me, my sister-in-law, and my sister, we took a trip to like LA just to like get my visa stuff done, right? And then like I go to like the front desk, and they're like, "Oh, you're supposed." It was like a 3 or 4 hour drive. Okay, so like, okay, so you know, I think it's about like California. Is they're like obsessed with like NorCal. Like there's like NorCal Patriots and there's like SoCal Patriots. Okay, and I'm like, I'm neither. I don't really give. I don't really give. Okay, like I don't really care. I just live because I live in the countryside. Okay, like I'm in the middle where like no one wants to go, and like so that happened, and like I go to the front desk, and they're like, where's that? I was like, I know. I came here because I live here in California, so I just came to the Japanese embassy, and like according to like the Japanese embassy, you're supposed to go, depending on your zip code, you're supposed to go to like a specific embassy, and there's only two of them in California. Okay, one in San Francisco and one in LA. So I was in the middle, okay? I'm like, okay, if I'm in the middle, I'm kind of closer to like LA, right? So I'll just go to LA. So I'll go to LA, and then like they brought this huge like zip code book, and they're like, they look for my city, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to go to like San Francisco, and we're like, I was like, oh my god, no, we already took like a 4 hour drive or to like LA. I'm not gonna go all the way to San Francisco, dude. So that happened, and but then like they felt sorry for me. Like, okay, fine, we'll do your visa here. We know you're not supposed to. I'm like, dude, I triple like my family drew all the way over here just go to the embassy, man. Give me a break, come on. I'm like, and like maybe if I like like live actually closer to LA, it would make sense. You know, like for example, if I live in like San Diego, you're like, yeah, I would go to LA, right? That's probably like they wouldn't make a person from San Diego go to like San Francisco, right? But like, come on. I can't believe they have that kind of rule. Like, seriously. It's always complicated. But, you know, that's how it be. Hello, hello. I'm doing okay. I might say I'm doing okay. Because, like, things could be better, you know? If I'm doing good, I'm doing good. But it's okay. It's okay. It could be better. Yeah, so yeah, it's very tiresome. It's just like that's why like in Japan, once you get like your permanent residency, like you're pretty much like, oh my god, I don't have to go anymore. Like you kind of have to do, but it's not as complicated, because like in Japan, uh, with like a regular visa, you can only do so much, right? But like once you like get a residency card, like a permanent residency card here, you like it's pretty much like your golden ticket. Please like stay here and come back and forth, right? You don't have to like check with like immigration complications and stuff like that. You're pretty much like you live here now. You can also like get like loans and stuff, but as like if you're like a resident here, but like yeah. So most like every foreigner, like their goal is to get their permanent residency card because no one wants to go to the immigration office. Now in Japan you cannot have dual citizen unless you're special. No, I'm just kidding. But I was born in America, so I have American citizenship. So yeah, I am not Japanese. I am not going to switch my citizenship, mostly because it will get very complex if I ever ride on a plane. Because like I think with the American passport, you're pretty much allowed to like almost every country, right? Not like I mean not every country, but specific countries, right? Like pretty much almost every country, and it's not a hassle. Like if you go to like if you guys ever traveled outside of the country, it's like my god, it's so annoying. As like a foreigner, you have to wait in line, right? Me, like, cause I used to like tour and like come to Japan as a tourist, and like the lines just to get into Japan is crazy. It's so long, but like if you're like, or if you like have a visa or if you're like a resident here, then you're pretty much with the Japanese line. Okay, there's like a line for like Japanese plus like foreigners with like visas, right? And like imagine if I switched my citizenship to like Japanese, I'll have to go to like in America, like just getting in is so complicated now. So like I had to go to like imagine going to the American line. You're like I'm like mixed in with like all these other like foreigners that want to like come in America, right? They're gonna scrutinize me. I feel like it's like you have a Japanese citizenship. That's sus. I'm sure it's not that bad, but like I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah. You scratch my eye. How long do I usually queue in line? I think the worst was like 1 or 2 hours. I don't know. It's pretty bad. I think it takes really long. I guess 1 hour, but 1 hour is long. Because if you think about it, you're on the plane for like, 10 hours, 13 hours, right? And it's just like, I just want to get out of here. Please, I'm only in the country. Like, just let me get out of here. Like, just let me get out. And plus, like, there's so much people too. So, like, the air circulation is not that great. It's like stuffy and gross. Everyone's like tired too. Okay, no one wants to be there. Residency is not. I don't think it's expensive. I guess. You don't have to pay like, you don't pay like $5,000. I think. Unless you're like special, you get like a special visa, right? Unless you're like an entrepreneur or something. But for a residency card, it's only like $50. $50 or like in yen is 7,000 yen, which is like pretty much like $50. Not that bad, but yeah, I remember like when my sister came over, I was waiting at the airport to like pick her up. I was like, damn, she's still not out of line yet. I was like, understandable. And yeah, I guess like I guess for those who haven't like traveled outside of like your country. I guess it's yeah, right where you're like. I mean, it's kind of like obvious, but like right where you're staying, But like my sister and was like, "What's your address?" I was like, "What?" Like, I'm sure you know my address. But the thing is, like with my sister, she saves everything online, like all her like notes, you know. So like when she's in line, she has to like use like data roaming, and sometimes she just can't connect to the internet. So I'm like, you should really add like important things that doesn't require like online, you know. But yeah, or paperless too, especially for like traveling out. I kind of like write both just in case. But yeah, I think like one time I was in the line for like the Japanese line, right? And then the line for the foreigners because I have a card, right? I have a Visa card. And like luckily for the right because it's like there's like it's like a twirling like line, right? And luckily she was right next to me when like the line was like going. It's just like, hey, hey, hey. I was like, what? What's your address again? I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I was like, I had to like write on her paper for her like before she left, like continue to the line. I'm like, dude, you're lucky we lined up at the same position. Yeah, screenshots are good too, man. And also like kind of a gross story, but like I have an ingrown right now and it really hurts. And I'm like, I think I should probably check it up because like it actually really hurts. I mean, it doesn't hurt when I touch it, but like when I accidentally bump into it, I'm like, oh, it kind of hurts. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't the best at traveling too. It's a learning experience, I think, because like I was such a scrub. I didn't know anything about traveling, you know. It's like when I first came to Japan, like I only hoteled. I hotel where like my friends were staying, right? Because I'm like I have no idea what I'm doing, and like honestly, it's since I was like traveling by myself too. It's kind of crazy why I traveled by myself. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna because all my friends were like going to meet in like Comic-Con, right? And I was like, okay, I will go too, right? And like I traveled by myself, and like I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and but somehow I made it. I survived. Yeah, I think one of the first people I met, it was Raid from like Katawa Shoujo, right? Because like he was like studying in Japan at the time, and like he was the one that actually helped me get used to the train systems. Like, oh, thanks, dude. Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Siegfried. Siegfried. Yeah. Bye bye. Good luck. What's the best time to go to Japan? I'm thinking of going next year, maybe. Um. I mean, I don't. If you're coming for winter, everything's kind of like brown. Unless you're aiming towards like the winter sceneries. Like if you want to go skiing, winter's great because there's a lot of skiing like places here. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of ski places. But I guess as a first timer, I think winter might be a bit harsh. So probably the thing is with spring, there's so much people too. My God, the least the like. What are some downtimes? Spring, there's a lot of people, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? Because it's like cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms look pretty, right? It's like the Japanese experience. But if you don't like people, if you don't like seeing a lot of people, I think maybe November. Oh, the Momiji is quite nice though. So autumn's pretty nice, and I think maybe May. May is pretty nice. Right now it's pretty. Yeah, right now it's May. May is a really good time because not a lot of foreigners. I mean, there's a. Okay, I went to Skytree today, right? To like to hang out with a friend from like like from that country, right? And like, man, there's a lot of people. I was like, Wait, what day is it actually? Is it? Yeah, so today was Friday. I mean, it was Friday. And I guess this was quite a lot of people for Friday. I was like, oh. And like, don't go to places on the weekends. My God, there's so many people. For May, yeah, May is actually a really good time. Just because it's not too hot, and like in springtime, there's so many tourists. I guess like yeah, May is a really good time. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hydrangea, like the flowers are really pretty too. Yeah. When I go to like Kyoto, I make sure I don't go where it's like super busy. Oh no, my thingy is loop loop loop. Yeah, so like with Kyoto, I make sure I don't go during autumn for sure because obvious reasons. It's so packed. I think one of the best times I ever went to Kyoto was like there was like huge typhoon. It was great because there was no one. I was like, man, I should just like go to like places when there's typhoon. I don't have to see people. But honestly, the best time of year to like come to Japan if you don't want packed is probably May. May is a really good time. But with May, I think it's pretty hard to like take off days of work, right? Because I know, like, with my like relatives, they have like kids, and obviously the kids can't skip school, and like. But like, if you're like an adult, you can like book off time. Like, yeah, May's a really good time. May unless you want to experience the cherry blossoms, yeah, come during like springtime, like end of March. Okay, end of March, April. That's like peak cherry blossom time. Yeah, it is good to experience once, but hello. Yeah. I don't come during summer. That's all. Well, like, when's the best time to come? Just don't come during summer. That's all I can say. Don't come during summer. The only time the only reason I went to Japan during summer was Comic-Con. My God, like I think I can like bear with it like one or two times, but after going to summer Comic-Con several times, like not ever, never again. Like seriously, my God. But Japan's like wonderful outside of summer. I think winter is pretty bearable too, because like with winter, like you can wear like cozy outfits. You can stay warm, you know. But like with summer, you cannot stay cold. Okay, you cannot stay cool. It's just like impossible. Yeah, I think winter is more bearable. Yeah. I guess with winter too, you can just like, I know like with a lot of foreigners, they're kind of like uncomfortable with like hot springs, but I think like hot springs that have like an outdoor like look is really nice. Outdoor hot springs are really nice. Yeah. こんばんは。Hello。こんばんは。日本は一番いい季節は何ですか？観光として。観光としては、You love my illustrations for Chiramane? Ah, thank you. Dude, so like the other day I was looking back at my old illustrations, right? Because I had to like do something for like visa purposes. And like I had to like, like do like all that complicated stuff. And I was like, look at my old illustrations. I was like, damn. I can tell which ones like I had a lot of like time and which ones I didn't have time. Yeah. あ、観光としては夏は北海道に来ることをおすすめします。Oh, okay, okay, summer, 北海道, yes. But then 以外はの夏は嫌だ。北海道だけは十分。The memories. Summer is in Japan's freaking hell. It's true. 本当だよ。 Spring and fall are better generally. Yes. That's why I explained it too. I was like, yeah, everyone agrees. Those who live in Japan, we all agree summer sucks. 最悪です。夏は。最悪。だけど夏コミ嫌だ。なんかいろんな欲しい本があるけど、でも暑すぎてちょっと出れないよ。普段は出たくないけど。でも、日本に来てくれる海外からのお客さんが最近はよく見るのが、マナーが悪い人もいるので、悲しくなります。そうです、恥ずかしい。なんか、それ見ると恥ずかしくなる。私は同じカテゴリーの人を入れたくない。やだ。恥ずかしい。いや、みんなはそう思うよ。私の海外の友達にそういう人を見て、なんか、私たち女に生き物じゃないよ。本当だよ。恥ずかしい。私特別だよ。私ちょっと真面目に、真面目に悪いことしてないと思います。はい。日本の厚組の、待機列は時刻です。私は、いや、1回、2回くらいやったんです。嫌です。はい、初めてのコミケは、列に並んだけど、でもちゃんと友達がいたから、まあ、いいや。大丈夫です。と思った。そして2回目の列に並んだ時に、実は、私のサークルチケット、実は電車ミスをして、私その時サークルテーブルあったんですけど、でも電車ミスしたんですよ。なんか、電車ミスして、その時兄と一緒だったから、兄はこれ正しいの多分。それで私たちが電車をミスして、そして会場を着いた時に9時だった。そして9時の時にサークルの人たちは本当に閉まってしまうんですよ。なんか空いてる時間。そしてスタッフが、コミケのスタッフが、すいません、遅れてダメですよ。入ってはいけないです。そして私、姉と私は普通の列になっちゃったんです。申し訳ない。でもいいことは、ちゃんと私のテーブルに見てくれる人がいたから大丈夫だったけど、でも、悲しかった。辛かった。そしてあなたのせいです。ずっとお姉さんに、兄にずっとあなたのせいで私たちこの暑さで今並んでる。ごめん。はい。その時に初めて人を倒れてみたんですよ。そしてコミケのスタッフがすごい早いんですよ、仕事って。なんか人倒れたら、すぐスタッフが来たんですよ。すごい早い。はい。日本の言葉には、語に入っては語に従え。その土地に行ったらその土地のルールに従う、合わせるという言葉があります。はい。英語も同じです。when in Rome, do as the Romans do is this line. ローマでやってる人は同じことをしてくださいみたいな感じ。はい。だからやだ。だから私はもう引きこもりします。最近出かけろよ。めんどくさいです。いや、あれですよ。出かける前にすごいめんどくさい気持ちになって、でも出かけたら、そこまで悪くない。そんな悪い気持ちなくなる。でも、一番大変なのは、出る前のは大変だけど、ごめん、引きこもりたい。ごめん。 あんまり良くないです。私、ちゃんともっと打ってないと、健康、運動。何のイベントで外に呼ばれそう。そうです。なんか、私、健康しないといけないな。私、すごいなんか、健康っぽくない。本当に出たら疲れてしまうよ。でも今日ちゃんと出たよ。今日ちゃんとサンダル買ったよ。いや、サンダル。はい、だからこれからもし呼ばれたら、本当に運動復習とか、復習、練習しないといけない。はいね。Who's my favorite character to draw in ちなみに、気分、feel, when I feel, whatever I feel, I guess. I feel like I know who my most difficult to draw though, for sure. But I think my favorite to draw is probably Asuka and Haru. Because like they're easy to draw. Because like I think because they have short hair. And like I don't have to draw like use like long strokes. That's my own personal take, my opinion. Like that's why they're my favorite because I don't have to use long strokes because I'm lazy. はい。アスカと春は一番描くのが一番好きです。なぜなら、髪の毛が短くて、描くときに、簡単だ。Yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure, like, yeah, when I feel like drawing long hair, yeah, it's fun. But, like, yeah, I'm like, when it's long hair, I kind of have to think. I'm like, damn, this person's hair is long. Damn it. You know, I gotta think of, like, the flow and stuff. And, like, oh, it's a lot to think. I don't want to think. Sorry. Oh, man. 夏になる前に観光しましょう。どこ観光したらいいの？高尾さん観光じゃないよね。あれはただの散歩みたいだけどな。高尾さん。花行きたいけど。私、山のすずめ見たときにずっと花を行きたくて、でもコロナの時に誰も出れなくてな。そして、花の予定はずれてて、もう行けなくなっちゃったな。でも、もし花来たなら、また山のすずめ見たいな。ちょっと、ね。花来たい。何もないところ、なんか面白そうな。でも、高尾さん人いっぱいいるかな。You also like long hair? Thank you. But I'll try practice the long hair though. I mean, like, it takes a lot of thinking. 長い髪の毛考えるの大変だけど、頑張る。来るべき暑い夏に備えろ。頑張る。でもね、いつも仕事行くと、いつも夏だな。考えたら。なんか福井行くと大体夏ですね。なんでだろうな。なんでだろうな。今度はなんか編集聞いてみよう。なんででも夏はいつもなんか、学生は大体夏休みあるから、大体私たちはそこにいていろんななんかイベントがあるから、なんか学生は多分来やすい、イベント来るとしやすいでしょうかな。Are they my favorite because they're easy to draw, or are they actually legit my favorite? I think it depends on my mood. I remember in the beginning, Asuka was my favorite, but I think over time, I don't know. It really depends on my mood. I'm like, I feel like drawing this character because I think I prefer to give them all equal love. You know, it's like, yeah. Asuka favorite base. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the anime, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to anime because like I think they showed it in like the anime trailer where like Asuka's like in the river. It's quite nice. I'm like, oh, you know. Do you actually read the stories that you illustrate for me? I'm not sure about actively read, but yeah, I do have to read the content to like know what to draw, right? I mean, like sometimes because like also my Japanese sucks. 日本語の能力はなんかあんまり得意じゃないから、ある部分は読むけど、できないものを読まない。So like when in terms of like the with like the actual like illustrations, I usually just read the passage that's like the illustrations like on like attached to, you know. Yeah, Japanese. I think it's like yeah, it's quite useful. I think in terms of like when you want to like if you ever do come to Japan, yeah, I think it's useful. Yeah, learning another language is it's always good. You know, it broadens your horizons and you get to like learn more about the culture too. And also, like, you can also watch anime without subs. Ha. That's the best reason, right? 字幕ないと一番いいですよ。寿司食べたい寿司。そうね、久しぶりに寿司食べたい。私、白身魚好きだな。タイとか。あ、もちろんトロ好きだけど、でもそれ、当然でしょトロは高いけど。でも、白身魚好きだな。なんでやろ。でも実はね、タイって私刺身好き。でもタイを沸かすと私あまり好きじゃない。焼いてるタイはあまり好きじゃない。なんでだな。なんか、マグロは同じですね。マグロは刺身、生、美味しい。でも、マグロは、例えば鍋沸かすとなんかもったいない。なんか味がなくなるなと思って。刺身が美味しい。でもね、they say freshwater fish. Freshwater fish in Japanese. Dang it. 川の魚? I don't think it's freshwater. It's river fish. Dang it. I gotta look it up later. I'm gonna Google it actually. Freshwater fish. I'm curious. Freshwater fish. 淡水魚? Is that right? 川を Is it 淡水魚? Why does that sound weird? 淡水魚 My thingy fell. Hello. In light novel I worked on an illustration for it. I have designed all the characters in volume 1, only for it to get axed after the first published. Yeah, unfortunately it's like that for a lot of light novels, you know. It's a bit unfortunate. It's like, because like, these writers and these artists, they put a lot of effort into like the stories, right? But like, you know, but they just have to get axed because like, it'd be like that. Yeah, it's a bit sad. But I think it is like a good experience though, because I do have like some novels that stopped continuing, but like I think it's a good experience. It gave me like opportunities actually, even though like my previous series, like I mean I think I can say this later. I'll talk about it later, but 安いマグロなら油の上をヘルベルの上を上げて行ったら感動する。おお、先に安いマグロを から食べたら感動する。カツオも好きです。実はね、私初めて日本に来た時に、私高いものしか食べてない。やばい。なんか観光客として、やっぱりいいものを食べたいじゃないですか。なんか、いいもの食べたいよ。だから、いろんなおしゃれな店予約して、なんかすごいいいものしか食べてなくてやばい。あれですよ、例えば他の国行くと、なんかやっぱりいいもの食べたいでしょ。なんかお店のおすすめサイトとか、観光のおすすめサイト、すごいいいものをおすすめするんでしょ。だから初めて日本来た時に、すごいいいものしか食べてなくて、やばい。私もう良くないマグロ食べないとい。Yeah, it's true. The thing is, like, even cheap sushi is actually really good compared to like, cause I mean, American sushi is like not really looks like whatever, right? Because like as an American, eating sushi is kind of like a little caterpillar roll, right? So like eating a cheap sushi in Japan is like already high class. もう日本の安い寿司ももうハイブランドだ。なぜか海外の人にとってもう何でも魚はすごいいいですよ。うん、でも最近鰹節大好きだよ。私ある店に行って鰹節食べ放題あって、なんか、鰹節食べ放題なのわあ。でも今食べ放題なくなっちゃったよ。悲しい。まあ食べ放題なくなってるじゃなくて、昔は、うどんの前に、鰹節食べ放題、本当に食べ放題ですよ。なんか取り放題。鰹節。でも、最後行った時に、鰹節は、レジの方に置いてあったんです。だからもし、なんかスタンディングスタイルみたいな感じ、もし鰹節欲しいなら、最初うどんを取って、たくさん鰹節入れて、そしてなんか、あれですよ、テーブルに立ってまま食べる。でも昔はなかったよ。昔もっとなんか、もっともっと食べ放題だったけど、でも多分お客さんやりすぎて、食べすぎて、多分お店にとって大変だったから、じゃあちょっとレジのところで、鰹節置いていて、そして、はい。うん、Which region? I am Californian. Which is kind of weird to say. A Californian? I'm from California. I wouldn't say a Californian, but I'm from California. Kurazushi? I actually really like kurazushi. It's actually pretty good. Oh man, it's a bit embarrassing, but like, Californians, Californians. I remember when I was going to 日本語学校行った時に, I was going to Japanese school. It was like a short school, right? It was like a one it was like a 1 week short school thing, you know, because I wanted to try out Japanese class before I actually go to Japanese school. So it's kind of like a trial period for me. So like I went to like this Japanese school for 1 week, and like this guy from Luxembourg. So like, you know, our class had like only like, you know, 10 students, right? And this guy from Luxembourg, he was like a guy in his like 60s, right, or 50s, and like going to school, and like, you know, he wanted to learn Japanese because he just wanted to learn languages. And then he was like to my class, he's like, "Do you guys want to eat at Sushi Zanmai?" You know, like everyone tells me it's the best Japanese sushi ever. I was like, what? I mean, because Sushi Zanmai is like, it's like the fast food of sushi. Okay, it's like the McDonald's of like sushi. Okay, it's like the best way I can describe it. Like, okay, that's like the best way I can describe it. It's not a McDonald's level, but like, it's like the number one fast food of sushi. Okay, Sushi Zanmai. And I was like, wait, what? And like he's like, yeah, all these people tell me that sushi zanmai is the best sushi, and they always point to the bulletin board in like Tsukiji, right? So in Tsukiji, there's this huge bulletin board that has this guy spreading out his arms that says sushi zanmai, right? And I was like, I I don't think I'm like I think that's just like a regular sushi place. Like I don't think that's like and then the guy's like, yeah, but everyone's been telling me to go. You know, I mean, like, he's like a like 50, 60-year-old guy. You know, he's like so like from like European descent. Okay, so like all these Japanese people who are like, oh, if you want to go to a sushi place, go to Sushi Zanmai. It's delicious. It's the most delicious place. And he's like, okay, I'll go to Sushi Zanmai. It's like he and me and like two other classmates. We went, right? And it was literally what you think it is, like your regular like fast food sushi, right? You know, like I don't dislike the sushi Zanmai, but I was like, I don't think this is like this is not like the highest brand. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's like it's a good place, but I'm just like, huh. And then everyone's like, wow, it's so good. I'm like, yeah, it was really good. But I was like, oh, I'm like, I think he has a pure soul. But yeah, I've only been to. That's the only time I've been to like sushi zanmai, because I feel like not to hate on sushi zanmai, but it is pretty much like the fast food chain of like sushi. You know, I was like, huh, eh, yeah. But I guess like as like a Japanese person who can't speak English, they're like, just go to there. They just point at the bulletin board, you know. いや、でも、寿司三昧美味しかったけど、でも、一番美味しい寿司って、うん、そうです。そうね。Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't dislike McDonald's either. You know, it's like I don't dislike sushi zanmai. I don't dislike McDonald's. You know, it's like a what's the word? Guilty pleasure food. It's like I feel like eating some cheap stuff today or junk. I'm like, okay. よく聞く回転寿司より、地元にある回転寿司の方がめっちゃうまい。私回転寿司好きだけど、私呼ぶの恥ずかしい。どうやってすいません。私これ欲しいんですけど。回転寿司好きだけど、でも話すの私恥ずかしい。すいません。マグロお願い。あと私声が小さくて、私なんか仕事の人はなんか忙しそうでしょ。だから私の小さい声で、ごめん、すいません、すいません。なんか、いや、聞こえないの。いや、もっと大きい声出さないといけないなと思って。頑張るな。大きい声頑張るよ。Yeah. Because in kaiten sushi, so you know, I assume like most people knows how to work it. You know, the sushi rolls around a little conveyor belt. But you know, for example, if you want like tuna, right? But then like there's no tuna on the conveyor belt. You have to like call out like, "Hey, can I get one tuna, please?" Right? And you're like, "Yeah," but you kind of have to like shout, and it's like, お願いします。マグロください。お願い。出世三昧は、競り競売で高品質なマグロを買ってたりするから、品質に対して本気です。うわ、私も見たよ。なんかいろんな、社長みたいな人いろんな、あれですよ、競りとか、競売見てる彼なんか強そうと思って。See, everyone recommends sushi zanmai. By the way, sushi chains, as you said, like sushi version of McDonald's, are called kaiten sushi, and traditional sushi restaurants called uh, itamae. Now that people sometimes call them kurai, mawaranai sushi. Yeah, mawaranai sushi. 聞いたことない。回らないです。回らない。I didn't know that sushi chains were called like kaiten sushi because I just assumed it was like kaiten sushi is like they literally have the kaiten, you know. Sushi 三昧回転寿司ですか？知らなかった。うん。北海道の札幌で寿司を食べるのは罠です。罠。他では別の場所で食べた方が美味しいです。罠なの。私一回だけ札幌行ったことあるけど、なんかいろいろ美味しかったよ。カニ刺身食べた。美味しかったよ。初めて、面白いな。カニの刺身は、なんか、ブラシみたいなテクスチャーで面白そう。Do I go to anime cons regularly? I used to. Before I started living here in Japan. But now I don't because I live here and I don't want to pay plane tickets. Yeah. Anime conventions are really expensive. And now that I live here, it's like, okay, I have to pay like $1,000 to like go back every time. So I was like, eh. But when I used to live in California, yeah, I used to go to a lot of conventions because one, it's California, you know. And like there's a lot of conventions in California. So I used to do a lot of anime. I used to do a lot of Anime Expo, but the Anime Expo doesn't seem to like me. So I'm just kidding. I just for something I never passed the jury system, so whatever. Reaksu engi. Okay, I can tell. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people already know the story of AX, but 回れない寿司屋は日本人にはほぼ必ず伝わります。回れない寿司屋さん。なんかいつもなんか日本人話すと、寿司食べたい。OK、いいですよ。それだけ。何の寿司かわかんないけど、寿司食べたいだけ。なんか例えば返信とか、寿司食べたい気分。はい。なんか特に回らない寿司屋さん言わないけど、ただ寿司って言う場合、OK、寿司です。特に。多分だからあまり聞いたことないかも。OK、でも勉強になりました。ありがとうございます。札幌は、スープカレーは美味しい。スープカレー大好きです。スープカレー大好きだな。なんか味が強くて大好き。It's full of flavor. I love things full of flavor. Kawaii-con. Dude, I tried applying for Kawaii-con, but it's quite popular because, like, you know, it's Hawaii. And almost every artist I know applies for it because it's Hawaii. Come on, like, who doesn't? I do know one friend who is actually like a local. So with Kawaii-con, they have to do locals first, like people who live in the area. So like apply, and then like they open applications for those who don't live in Hawaii. Yeah. So like I do know like one friend who like goes there every time because he's like a local. Yeah, I didn't want to go there though, because each time I see like artists go there, I always take like nice pictures of like of Hawaii. I'm like, wow, look at that ocean, it's pretty. 高級なのであまり行かないですよね。そうやね。高いよ。まあ考えたらビーフと同じだ。一回だけ岩佐さんに、編集員の岩佐さんに、ビーフ食べたいな、と 行ってしまったから、いや、すごいお店に行っちゃったけど、そこまでおしゃれな店行かなくていいけど、なんか、あれですよ、多分2巻か3、多分2巻、調べない2巻の打ち上げの時にか3回覚えてないけど、でも、レイムさんが食べたいものは、なんか、ビーフかな。私、ちょっとステーキ食べたい気がする。そして、よさ、すごいいいお店って、なんか、なんか、予約して、ありがとう。そこまでいいものを予約するないんですよ。大丈夫だよ。でも美味しかったよ。すごい美味しかった。そして、結構量が多くて、余ってるものは、なんか、ひわささんとひろむさんが、レイムさんどうぞ。ありがとう。なんか、そして余ってるのを私持ち帰った。そして一回だけ、その、余ってるステーキ、ビーフ、私、実はあの時お酒飲んでて、結構酔っ払ったんですよ。そして、JR でトイレ使ったら、私、ちゃんとステーキ置いたんですよ。ステーキ。もちろん箱に入ってるパッケージ。そして、トイレ出たら、イエー、帰ろうか。そして、待って。私のステーキどこだろう。ステーキをどこに行っちゃったの。そっか、トイレに、忘れた。そしてトイレに戻ったら、ちゃんとまだあったから、誰も私のステーキ盗んでなくてよかった。よかった。私、ステーキ無事で帰ってた。So I was explaining that when I think during volume 2 of Chinamine or third volume, Iwasa-san treated me out to steak, and I was like, thanks. It was like a really fancy place too, and there was like a lot of leftovers, and so like Hiromu and like Iwasa, they were like, oh, you can take the leftovers home. I was like, oh, thanks. And so like I went to after like I was going back home, right, and like I need to use like the restroom, right, and I was like, so I used the restroom, and I put the steak on like the overhead, right, because in Japan it's quite clean, okay, so like I left it on like the counter area, and then I was like, okay, I'm done doing my thing. I'm gonna go get out of here, and like I realized when I was walking, I was like, oh, I forgot my steak in the bathroom or like the toilet area. I was like, oh my god, it's like I had to like I forgot where I was. It was in the train station, and I was like, okay, I gotta go back to get my steak because I was already at the platform. I was like, I get my steak, and I was like, is my steak safe? I was like, yes, steak is safe. No one stole a steak, and I got my steak back. I remember that. I'm like, yeah, I think that's why I don't really drink that much alcohol anymore because I realized that like I'm like the person where like people have to take care of if I get really drunk. Because if I get really drunk, someone has to take care of me, you know? And like I don't want to like burden people, so like I haven't been really drinking that much because like yeah, I'm that person that gets pretty like yeah, knocked out. So like yeah, I haven't been drinking that much because like yeah, I don't want to be that person that gets knocked out and have someone take care of me. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Yosu-san 優しいな。そしてね、Oahu? Oh. I wonder how do you guys get to the other islands? I'm not sure where that is, but like, do you guys take it by boat or do you guys are using an airplane in Hawaii? I wonder. Do I do a live stream schedule? No, I don't because I'm busy. And I think I don't have a schedule because I think I don't like making it seem like it's like work, I guess, you know? Like I think I only stream when like I have like when I feel like talking, you know, because I get stressed pretty easily. Yeah, KawaiiCon is really popular, especially. You're a fan of Japanese steak over American? Oh man, I kind of prefer American steak, not gonna lie. I know people are biased over Kobe beef, you know, but everyone agrees that Kobe beef is expensive. Okay, everyone agrees. Like it's great for sure, but it's expensive. And if I'm gonna pay $200 for a steak, I can have like 3 good steaks in America. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure people can piggyback me. You know, I think they'd be pretty tired. Like, but I did have to take like taxis once, and oh man, I remember when I was like drinking with my classmates too. One of my classmates had to like take me home too. It was like I think I feel really bad. I'm like, cause like my classmate, she lived in like the train station right next to me, like right next to my train station. So like she kind of like she did kind of like drop me off to my place when I was super drunk. I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. Like this is why I don't drink that much anymore because like I get like I do like drinking. You know, I think it's fun. You know, I think when I drink, I have it's kind of sad to say, but I have more confidence. 自信持つ。のお酒飲むと本当の私が出るぞ。だから楽しいよ。でもその後私すごいなんかしんどいです。Yeah, it's like I don't want to burden people anymore because I'm pretty bad. People had to take care of me, so like yeah, it gets pretty bad. There used to be a ferry, man. Might as well use a ferry, but I guess you know, use a ferry and like use like life jackets. Oh, dude. Oh, are you talking about like I know what you mean. The small cuts. It's roast beef. Yeah, those are so good. They're like really good. Yeah, I understand though. They're really good. They're super good. It's something that you can't find in America. The roast beef. Super Fairies now in Okinawa. Did they like transfer the boat? What the heck? I know in Japan they use ferries to like go to islands. You know, because there's like a bunch of islands in Japan, right? And those islands are just like people living on them. So like in Japan, ferries are pretty much like buses. Like you know, it's like there's a schedule every day. You know, unless there's like a typhoon, then yeah. I love drinking, but I should probably like drink at home. You know, and not burden people around me. What do I do on my days off? I never have a day off. I'm just kidding. I like to play games. As much as me, I think there's always never like a day off. You know, it's really hard to find like a day I can just like relax. It's really difficult. Maybe that's why I'm always stressed. You know, because like in my head, I'm always like, oh, I gotta do this and that. Just always like something I have to do. Because like one, I'm like a freelance, right? So like yeah, I still haven't really gotten to like the place where I need to like have a good schedule. You know, it's still kind of wonky. Yeah, I could drink right now, but then I'm like, maybe I should draw though. I really don't mind drinking while drawing. It does keep me awake, but then like when you think, but then like the consequences, I have to think about it. Oh, I did go to buy sandals today. Kyo sandalu kata. I bought sandals and I bought chips. I bought Lay's. Yeah, I bought chips. I bought Yoshi shirt. I bought Yoshi shirt from Uniqlo. Yoshi のシャ載せてあるシャツ買ったよ。パジャマ。今ユニクロはマリオコラボやってるみたいから、あ、ヨシ買おうか。Yeah, drunk. Drink drawing, drunk. Yeah, cause like the thing is, I have a Kirby shirt, and I have one Sonic shirt. I have one Kirby. I have several Kirby shirts. I have one Sonic shirt. And I'm like, I don't have a Mario shirt. So I bought a Yoshi shirt today. I do want like a Mario shirt though. Like I also wanted to get like the Pikmin shirt from like the Nintendo store, but it's like sold out. But I think the Pikmin shirt looks quite nice, but yeah. I bought a Yoshi shirt. Pajama. But like, you know, when I look at like the Mario shirts, like, oh my god, my relatives would love this. You know, I think about my nieces and nephews because they'd love it. But I think in like America or California, I think they do sell like Mario shirts now, which is nice. But, you know, back in our days, we didn't have great stuff. You know, we didn't have cool merch like that. Cool Nintendo merch, you know, it's impossible. But now with the power of like the internet and like, you know, now Nintendo's been more like a Disney kind of thing. It's like, yeah, that's true. It was hard to get things shipped. That's why like as kids, we would always go to like the swap meet or like the flea market as kids because there was always one old dude that would sell like cards in Japanese. We're like, whoa. And like Japanese stuff. We were like so like, whoa. This is from Japan. Wow. And so like we have the uncensored version of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Cause you know in Japan it's like the regular art, right? But then, like the US version of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like it's censored. Like some cards are censored. So we have like some like uncensored version in like when like we were kids, cause like yeah, we got it at the swap meet because this guy was selling like uncensored Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or, I mean, it's not really uncensored. It's like the Japanese version, but the US version is censored. Uncensored Dark Magician Girl. No, I think my brother got the uncensored Harpy Ladies. I think it was a Harpy Ladies. I don't remember. Because like I think the OG artwork had like thorns with like the whips or something. But like the censored version had like no thorns, I think. It's been a while. She lost her cleavage in the US version? Yeah, I think I know that. I think I know. Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. I'm not sure if we got the uncensored version though. Cause I'm not sure the guy had it, cause you know, like Dark Magician Girl's like popular, right? I just know like I just remember the Harpy Ladies. Because like I just remember that card specifically because my brother loved that card. I don't know why. He loved that character. I feel like in this day and age, just like people still have against boobs, man. People hate boobs. People hate flat boobs. Like people hate everything. I didn't know. It's like no, we can't have flat boobs. No, we can't have big boobs. No, we can't show boobs. Everyone hates everything. How's life going? I'm okay. Am I working on? Is there any new projects? I'm excited. Yeah, I am excited for like a lot of new stuff. You know, I am. This is why I'm like, I gotta do all my. I've been so busy with long work things that like I do want to get back to work. You know. I think you know why. Yes, I do. But I'm not gonna say it. I know why people hate everything. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want angry people go against me. You know, you're not allowed to have opinions because if you do, you'll attract people with like other opinions and they'll go angry and create an army and go after you. You know, can't have opinions. Cause I know like someone asked me about like my opinions about like it's not really controversial, but like about like the specific thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Just for my own safety. You know, I do have my opinions, but I'm not gonna say it, okay? Because if I do, people are like, no. You know, why do you say that? I don't like that. You know, I'm like, okay, fine. So I just talk about stuff I've been doing. Yeah, and the thing is, even if like it's unfortunate because like people with like a huge following, there's always bound to be that one person that's like super anti, like, no, I don't like you. So it's like whether you're a good person or it's like it's always gonna be that one annoying person out there. You know. Can't wait for the Tsunami Studio Feel App production. Yeah, yeah, like the director, he's like really talented. Yeah, the director is very very talented. Apparently, it's his first time directing a series too, so I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm like really like I'm pretty excited to see his work. And he's like a really good person too. Yeah, that's a good thing. But like, I think it was the directors. Me, I'm not sure. But I mean, I haven't really worked. No, I'm not really into like so far into the industry yet. But like, it's nice to have like a director that's like pretty optimistic, right? If the director's optimistic, it kind of makes everyone's like morale like go up. So yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, it's impossible to please everyone. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing for me. I don't have that much ansies yet. I mean, I guess I do, but it's kind of like whatever. It's like whatever, right? And sometimes it does sting, but I'm like, yeah, I think like it's a part of like growing, to like not worry too much about it, not to like fret too much about it, because if I fret too much about like the negative things, it won't like grow, as like a content creator, artist, yeah. That's how it be. I don't think I'm a content creator though. I just draw. I feel like because I don't update things daily. I just like do stuff for work stuff. I don't mind doing content creation, but I think with my current schedule, it's pretty tough. I think because like I think before I started doing all these work stuff, I'm not sure if you guys like ever watched Idolmaster, because like Anzu is like the little girl, right? And like she's like a 17-year-old little girl. It's kind of weird to say, but she's like very little. But like I liked her way of thinking. She's like super lazy, but she's like very smart, right? And she's like, I'm just gonna do this for the royalties. And I was like, I think I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna work hard now, so that I don't have to work hard later in life. Because like the thing is, like, I mean, obviously you always have to work hard, but like, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna work really hard right now. Because if I work really hard right now, I don't have to work hard in the future. So I think that was my mindset for like a while. And now that like, it actually did give results. So I was like, oh, okay. Me, I think I still do want to work a bit harder. Because like after all that stuff is like, I wouldn't say done, but like after like anime stuff is done, there's still always more stuff I want to do, right? That's like one achievement done. I gotta do the next thing I want to do, But in the end, I think when I think about it, I guess always working hard is important, right? But that's kind of like, to me, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a boring mindset. I'm gonna work hard now. So I don't have to worry about it later. That's like for me, that's my mindset. I don't like just work hard now so I don't worry about life later, But I realized that I've been doing that like my later part is still like me working hard, so like I don't know. I haven't been watching. I haven't been watching Idol Master lately. I did like play like the game a little bit. It was Gakuen Masu. I played it for like a little bit, but then I realized that it's like very like gacha. Like you have to have like good cards to like kind of like and fully enjoy the game, I feel like. And I'm like, I don't have the money, so yeah. It's kind of unfortunate though, because I really do like the characters, but like you really have to like to fully enjoy the game. You gotta like get all like rare cards, you know, and you have to like get duplicates and okay. Yep, Harry's gonna hate no matter what. What character in Shamane would say that fits me? I need to think. I think because I'm not in high school anymore, I don't have like these like emo thoughts. You know? I think like when I was younger, I think I'd probably be like more emotional about things. But now I'm old. I'm just like I'm just like too tired to like be in, to like think. I'm like But let me think. I don't know. Maybe Yuko. Yuko. Yeah, I think Yuko. Yeah, I think Yuko. I don't know. I don't like insert myself, you know, but like I think I feel like I like her. Like, I think I can understand. You know, she's like the Genki girl, right? Yeah. Because like you know, Yua, I feel like with Yua, she's just like first of all, I don't really I don't really like cooking. I don't really cook. I mean, I can cook, you know, but like I'm like a nerd and I kind of want to like prioritize my cooking. Not I don't I rather like prioritize like my hobbies and like drawing over cooking. What else? Asune. I think for me, I I totally wanted to go get out of like a different school. I'm like I don't like forget everyone in my previous school. So like yeah, I don't really see myself there. Yuzuki. I think she's too cool for me. So I'm like, no, I'm not the cool character type for sure. Haru. Yeah, I think I can I think if, I don't see myself as Haru, but I think I can vibe with Haru. You spent $50 to get your favorite character and to try to get your favorite character and then get her. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's just like, you know, like I've been trying to pull it from like Lily for the longest time. I'm like, almost everyone I know has the Lily card, but I don't have the Lily card. I'm like, I know I shouldn't feel jealous. It's not good. I know the thing with gachas because it's supposed to make you feel like FOMO, like you're like feeling of left out or like, you know, other people got this card, I have to get it too, kind of thing, right? But I'm like, I think that's kind of unhealthy. So like, I've just been just like not caring. I mean, I still pulled from like this whole Gale pack, but I still don't have her. And I'm like, damn it. I have the childhood friend energy. I guess I am. But then like I kind of like had an argument with my childhood friend like not too long ago. we did made up though. But I think like my friend was like yeah, we still good. We still good. Yeah, for childhood friends, I think I don't have like I don't think it's childhood friend though. It's more like a friend from high school. But like that's like the only person I have from like high school though, because I don't really talk to anyone else from high school. In college, like I have like maybe like 2 from like college. You know, but it's not like we talk like every day. But although one friend, like the only reason why what this one friend still talks to me from college is because like I think it was on Facebook. It was like before like Discord, I think. I don't remember if he like knew my Discord. He'd always spam me like what character he got from like Kankore. And that was our only conversation throughout like the past 10 years. I was like, oh, he still talks with Kankore. I was like, okay. I mean, like now he actually I got he was really because like back in college no one knew about Kankore except for like very few, and so like I actually got him into like Pokemon Sleep. I was like, hey, you want to try Pokemon Sleep? He's like, okay, and now he talks to me like about Pokemon Sleep every day now. It's not even Kankore anymore. It's Pokemon Sleep every day. I'm like, it's good for you. Good for you. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I have his Discord now because like he apparently he got rid of Facebook. Yeah, okay, but like yeah, he only talks about like Concord and Pokemon Sleep. With college, I was so poor that I fainted. It was pretty bad, cause like as much as for like people who like watch me talk or see my talking stuff for like a while, I always say like my family's like really poor, right? And it's like I can't really describe how poor we were, but like when people say, "Oh, I'm poor," I was like, okay, but how like I don't want to like gauge how like the best I can put it was like we were so poor, like we got like there was one time at school there was like they were doing like a charity event, okay, and like this charity event was like giving like dry food or canned food to the poor, right? And then my class was like full of rich people, like people who had more money than me, like in terms of like or like middle class or high class, upper class families, and like I kind of felt left out because I was like, man, everyone else is like donating food. I want to donate too, right? So like I got like this like really old canned peas and like that like it was in the shelf, right? Like no one's gonna eat it, right? So like okay, I canned peas. I want to donate food too. So like I also donated to like this charity event to like the poor. Okay, okay. And so like I put it into like the charity box, and guess what? Guess what? Weeks later, that charity box came to my house for real. I was like, I recognize these peas. I was like, dude, these are from my class. This is from my class, dude. I was like, yeah, I was just like, no, this can't be. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence either, because those peas, it was like peas that no one would eat. Okay, like yes, they got donated to me. Like it's not just my class. It was like I think it was like for like various poor people because like there's I saw like other stuff that wasn't from my class too. Like yeah, I was like yeah. So I'm just telling you that that's how poor we were. Okay, guys, like. Yeah, so like the peas I donated came back to us. I was like, okay, now we'll never donate again. Like I was in 6th grade, okay. Like I don't know, my family my mom would not eat peas. She only eats like her Asian food. Like my parents are not very open to like Western food. Cause like when they eat Western food, they complain like, oh, it's too oily. Oh, there's no salad. Oh, there's it's not healthy. I'm like, oh dear. My parents love to complain about like non-Asian food. So yeah, they can eat like Chinese food or Thai food, but not Western food. So yeah. Really, I guess it is comedy. Not sure. But yeah, I was pretty poor in college. So in college, I think I was so poor that I was living off of like Amazon cup ramen, right? And like I had Amazon Prime, and for Prime, I'm not sure about now, but like, for students, Prime was free. Okay, so I had Amazon Prime, and I used my student email because it was like free, and like I would always get ramen, and like I think 8-pack ramen it was like $3 for 8 packs. I was like, oh my god, I can live this off for a week. $3 for a week of food? That's amazing. So like, I bought like $3 ramen, right, from Amazon. It was so good too. I was like, wow, it was amazing. So that happened, and like I think I was lacking so much in nutrition that like I literally fainted in the bathroom area, right? So like like I was like, I mean, I was fully clothed. I just went to go pee, okay? Like like in dormitories, in school dormitories, it's like shared, right? And like after I got out of the toilet, I like fainted, right? And like someone found me, and they reported to my RA, which is my like RAs are basically like your residential hall managers. They're like you're basically your senpais, right? That in your dorm. So like my RA was like she was she was notified from a nurse student that I fainted, and she was like, "Oh shit," right? And like she started giving me like food. I was like, "Thank you, like thank you for worrying about me, but I'll try to take care of myself. I'm sorry." Yeah, yeah. So I think after that, I've been, I mean, like I didn't have money either. Okay, so after that, I kind of took it more seriously, and then well, not only that, I had like what do you call it? Not a lot of people know, but like I had like my thyroid was like, what's the word? Not great, you know. So like I didn't take medications for my thyroid, right? Because like when your thyroid is like all messed up, it kind of messes up your whole system. Okay, your metabolism and your whole function. The thyroid is very popular, or very not popular, very important. So those who know what the thyroid does, you guys know. But like your thyroid basically controls your hormones, controls your metabolism, and like it does affect like your what's the word? I want to say performance, but yeah, pretty much your performance in like living, right? So like yeah, my thyroid was all messed up, so like I didn't have the medicine for it because in America, healthcare is impossible. Okay, you know, and like I think I was already like I was already like an adult at that time, so like I didn't have like free healthcare, and like yeah, it was pretty complicated. Yeah. So yeah, I was pretty unhealthy, and not like unhealthy in terms of like I was literally like not healthy. Like my thyroid's all messed up. I was eating noodles and stuff. Me, America's like, yeah, just don't get sick. Problem solved. Like the thing is with thyroid, it was more like a either a genetic thing or something that we ate a bunch of stuff when we were kids. I'm not sure, but like, bro, you were dying. I guess I was. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah. So like honestly, eh, my sister believes her conspiracy is that it's not genetic because like I think it's like the salt that we consume when we were kids, but maybe it might be genetics, like but my sister's conspiracy is that like she thinks that it's like the stuff that we ate as kids, but I'm not really sure because like most of my family has a thyroid problem. Yeah. Yeah, it's all the microplastics probably. But TLDR, yeah, I think so there's like 6 kids total in my family, right? And like 5 of us had the thyroid problem. My mom had it too. And like yeah, the thyroid got to my brothers. And the thing is with the thyroid is like for males it's actually a lot worse. Because we're like with thyroid stuff, like hypothyroid and hyper and hypothyroid is quite common among like ladies, right? But like with when guys get it, it gets really bad. The symptoms. Yeah, big family. Yep. Yeah. So like when my brother got it, when my 2 brothers got it, they were in like wheelchairs. It was pretty bad until like they got like what's the word? radioactive surgery. I'm not sure if they even got radioactive surgery. I think they did. It was like radioactive surgery, right? So they got that. So like, yeah, now they're not in wheelchairs anymore. They're like standing now. But yeah, it gets pretty bad for males. I am the youngest child. Chemo? Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It's not chemo. It's not chemo. No, 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 no. Because I also took the same. Okay, the best way I can describe it is like taking a Dr. Mario pill. I swear, it's the Dr. Mario pill. It was like red and blue, and it was like, it was crazy because like when I went to, I took it when I was like in school, right? Because my mom recognized that I had a thyroid problem, right? When I was in like school, when I was still a kid. So she like took me to like the doctor because you know as kids you get like free healthcare. Yeah, and plus we were poor too, so free healthcare. Um, that's why my mom took care of me as soon as possible because like healthcare is free when I'm a kid, right? So so she took care of that for me, and it literally looked like a Dr. Mario pill. And this what's crazy is that like I was in this room, it looked like a laboratory, and like they like give me this pill. I'm like, whoa, it's a Dr. Mario pill. Yeah, pretty much. It's radioactive therapy. Yes, that is the correct term. Yes. I just forgot what the word was. Yeah, not chemo for sure. Our gains bill. Do I ever think about streaming on Twitch? No. Maybe I don't know. The thing is, because like I have a lot more. I have more audience in Japan, I guess. And I think YouTube is a bit more accessible to people in Japan, so I think that's why I use YouTube. Yeah, so like my brother had to take that the Dr. Mario pill when he's an adult when yeah. But after he took the pill, we just now as adults we have to regularly take medicine every day to like regulate our thyroid, you know. And I remember like when my brother, he was like in shock. He's like, "What? I have to take medicine every day for my life now?" I'm like, I mean, it's not that bad. You just take it every like morning or you know, like to me it's like yeah, I don't know. It's not that dramatic. It's just like yeah. Me, because it does look like the Dr. Mario pill. I'm not sure about now, but yeah. So like so that's why I fainted, okay? Because like I didn't, as an adult in America, I didn't have the healthcare to like get medicine to regulate my thyroid, right? So that happened, and then several times actually, because and then I was like, okay, the third time's a charm or second time's a charm, right? So like I actually decided to like get like pay the medicine out of my pocket. It's expensive, but like I need it. But now I'm in Japan, I'm like, "Ugh, dude, I can't go back to America now. I can't. The healthcare is so good here. Like, if I go back to America, I can't survive. I'm serious, like, for real. I mean, I can always pay for like cheap healthcare, right? But yes, that is correct. Isa is correct. That is correct. Levothyroxine. That is the correct medicine. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. Very, very good. A plus. A plus. Yeah. What games do I normally play? Whatever I feel like. Yeah, I played Monster Hunter like last week because there was like the cherry blossom event. Yeah, I played Monster Hunter a little bit. I played Tokimeki Memorial a little bit. Man, yeah, I played Tokimeki Memorial and like Shiori was such a pain. I was like, oh my god. Never again. I never want to play Shiori's route again. Like, aren't there some, yeah, aren't there some weirdness you have to deal with JPU healthcare? I feel like there's a ton of red tape. Yes, with dental, it's kind of like a pain because like with dental, it's not like in America where like they do everything at once. They do cleaning, they do everything at once. But in Japan, because of like the rules are is like they can only for each visit there's like a limit of like how much the customer can pay, you know. So that's why with dental, they always make the customers go every like do the appointment every week because like there's like actually a limit to like the healthcare, right? It's just the rules of Japan, so it's just like how it is. But hey, it's cheap. And that's why I never got my wisdom teeth out. I was supposed to get my wisdom teeth out, but like I got COVID and I booked the appointment. I was like, can I book for this? And then they're like, oh, the doctor's out this month. I'm like, okay, can I book this day? And like, no, she's out that month too. I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna cancel my appointment. So that's why I never got my wisdom teeth removed. And the only problem is that like I don't want to go every time. Can I just like get it done at once? Cause like they were supposed to remove my wisdom teeth, but then their excuse was like, oh, you lost a lot of blood today, so we'll just book it next time. I was like, okay. but the real reason why is like it's just the rules of the healthcare system. I know. I was like, like when are they in? I was like, dude. Yeah, that happened. Let's see. How long have I been? I've been ranting for like an hour. Anyway, I guess I'll probably stop the stream. Yeah, I had a good talk. Yeah, a good talking. It was fun. Basically, what I did this week. Stuff. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Yeah. Once like the anime airs, maybe I can talk more about it. You know. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. I'm a cool person. Thanks. Yeah. Right. Talk to you later. Bye bye. And yeah, I'll probably do some drawing now. So yeah. Bye bye. Thanks. Bye bye.